in conference play. They know you, you know them, and there's always a little trickle of bad blood here and there, particularly when both teams are ranked as these two are in this one. Welcome to the Rose Bowl, home to the UCLA Bruins. As we'll see a participant from last year's playoff, the Oregon Ducks, taking on a team from the playoff a year ago, the UCLA Bruins. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, let's get this thing started. The Ducks will kick it away first. And he's coming out of the end zone. He stopped short of the 20 at the 19 and probably wishes he'd just taken the touchback. Give to the running back from the shotgun. Got the first down and still on his feet. And he's brought down after a nice gain. The Bruin uniforms look pretty, but don't let it fool you. They'll stick their face in the fan and run it tough like a Freeman McNeil used to.
Okay, a good pull. Freeman McNeil, I don't remember him, but I do remember a guy like Maurice Jones-Drew, who's a little bowling ball and just ran physical, and just finding those guys that you can feature in your offense.
Good pickup on the ground, and they'll mark him down at the 39.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
And the Bruins with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
You got to have short area quickness. That running back there doing what it takes to make sure he got that first down.
The Bruins have it with a 1st and 10. Looking to throw on first down. Using his legs, keeping his eyes downfield. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
And you get more and more hits on the QB like this right there. More and more making him scramble out of the pocket to the right. That's winning. He's going to start to see ghosts. He'll start to panic. He'll start to speed up that processor. Nice job by the defense making that quarterback feel very, very uncomfortable.
Pulls it in. It's Knight. Terrific job getting to him. There was nowhere to go. This is the kind of game, a top 25 matchup in the early season, that you look for when you're trying to build your resume.
Yeah, these are so fun because as a player you kind of get bored if you don't get challenged. But when you got an early season challenge like this, all the adrenaline, all the juice, Palmer, you're ready to rock and roll.
I love this. We've had this game circled for a long time because we learn a lot in these types of games. What are these teams about? Which conferences are better? You're going to get a lot of answers today.
And the Bruins kept this drive moving on the ground, now back to work.
Let's go! Let's go!
Gonna look downfield again. Buying some time. Just gets rid of the football. Nobody to throw it to. It'll be 2nd down.
Know the situation, know the game of football, right? When I start to get outside the pocket, I don't see anything there. I can throw the ball away. I don't have to take a sack, get a lost yardage play. I can just throw the ball out of bounds as long as it passes the line of scrimmage. We go on to the next down. No harm, no foul.
Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. They'll throw again after the incompletion. Time running out, and he goes down at the 34. They'll tell you that somebody's always going to pop open, but it didn't happen in time before they got the sack.
No, it did not. And you know what? I'm going to remember this. I'm going to remember zone defense. They didn't really have an answer. They weren't ready to get rid of the football. Quarterback hesitated. I got to him and got him on the ground. Might be a good call later on in the game.
The chains will move, and they'll have 1st and 10 from inside the red zone at the 18. convert that third down on the slant. Now everybody sort of settles into the game.
Yeah, you do have nerves. I mean, everybody does. Opening drive, you've watched film, and how good are they really? And you get that first down, you throw the quick timing slant. Now, everybody settle in. We're good. We got this.
They've marched to the red zone, and here they go. Unloads to the wideout. Snags it. He gets it in. Touchdown, Bruin.
Man, it doesn't get any better than that. You script the first 10 plays, that was 10 plays. That was perfection. That was a touchdown. That's called good scouting, being ready for the football game, and executing to a T to start this game off.
And he puts through the extra point. They're set to kick it off. You think this crowd's going to get loud when their defense comes on the field? And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. This is what we expected. This crowd ready to make its presence known. He wants to start this drive with a pass. It's complete to the right. And he'll get it up to the 38. It'll be a first down.
Ooh, that's a nice throw. Great accuracy there. And when you think about Oregon quarterbacks, I know we think about guys running around a little bit, but think back to guys like Dan Fouts, A.J. Feely. How about that name? Joey Harrington, of course, Justin Herbert. These guys could thread the needle from the pocket, make all the throws. This guy here reminds me a little bit of them.
And how nice is it to have the home crowd going absolutely bananas? Communication is harder. The snapping the football, everybody being on time. Man, this crowd really affecting the football game.
This time it's complete. Good pickup there as he gets the first down, and they'll mark him at the 48.
That receiver found the open space in the zone coverage, and as a defense, honestly, you just throw your hands up on that because they covered it pretty well. It was just a good play call and really nice execution.
They'll pick up 4, 2nd and 6 coming.
You see this a lot from offensive coordinators. Where are you weak? Where are you vulnerable? Where can I get an edge? And you see him trying to get the ball in the perimeter early in the first quarter. Can I get outside the tackle boxes and have success?
And not only that, stretch them side to side, and it can pay off with your inside ones.
No doubt. Get them running sideline to side. Also get them a little tired.
Wants to go up top. Got his man. Turning it on. He's all the way down to the 27-yard line, and they are threatening.
Now, I think this receiver's forte is his route running. He's a guy that can line up all over the field, but it's not just catching post routes and goes. This guy can run shallows. He can run slants. He can run the option routes and find soft spots in the defense. This guy really has all the routes in his toolbox.
Rides the back and leaves it on the option. Got enough for the first. Touchdown, Oregon! How about this back staying on track and getting it in on the option?
This guy just has a nose for the end zone, and you love his ability to find creases, use his speed in the open field, and go score. He's been really good for his offense early this year. That already his 5th rushing touchdown on the season.
And they did tack on that extra point with no problem. They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. And he passes on the touchback. Here he comes. And a really nice job by the kick team to get down there and make sure they limit that return. UCLA will go back to work on offense. That last drive, an absolute aerial assault for the touchdown, Jesse.
But it was a nice job in play calling too, David, just giving the quarterback some easy looks and reads so he could go out and execute.
And he knew exactly where to go with the football. Everything looked really, really easy. He was hot. The ball was coming out of his hands. The defense better do something different.
Under fire. Got out of trouble and throws. And the defense forced that incompletion with the deflection.
Yeah, I don't know if the quarterback got confused on first down. He might have thought the defense was going to be in man coverage that time, but they were in zone. They fooled him and just didn't seem like he had his eyes in the right place, was forcing that ball to his intended target. The window way too small. The guy was not open, so that didn't have that chance to be complete.
After the incompletion, back to the passing game. And he really needed to hold on to that one, but it was not loose, and third down is coming.
And that's your goal. Separate man from ball. Try to get your shoulder in there on the catch point and really give him something to think about. Physically jar that football and knock it out. Nice job by the defender.
Boy, guys, they got off to a great start with that big first play on this drive, but now a couple of incompletions leaves them in a hole. On third down, he drops to throw. Gets it out quickly. Breaks into the open. He's got first down yardage as they move it to the 44. These two guys, just on the same wavelength, they make clutch connections all the time.
And that's practice, man. That's all summer. That's all spring. Just so many hundreds and thousands of balls where you know exactly when that guy's going to break. You know he's a stud. You're going to feed him, especially on these third down situations.
He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
It's hard to run on a defense that comes off the ball like that and runs to the football like that. Good luck. No holes anywhere.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. He might want another play. Wants to fire on 2nd down. Snags it over the middle. He stopped at the 32. Picks up 10 on the play and gets the first down.
As a head coach, you love it when your quarterback is locked in early. Opening drive, throws a touchdown pass. Really nice throw on that last play. Here in the second drive, he's firing on all cylinders. You can tell this guy did his homework coming into this game, and right now it's paying off.
Offenses, when they run these RPOs, they just want to be comfortable. The quarterback wants to make the read very easy, very clean. It's your job as a defense to kind of create some confusion, speed up that process any way you can.
They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line to pick up the first down.
Gotta like that big, reliable security blanket. And that's what tight ends are a lot of the times. They're just usually big, huge guys that if I throw it anywhere near him, he's going to pluck it, catch it, and give me some positive yards.
Fires to the tight end. He hauled that one in and got it down to the 15-yard line.
Well, how about that stick at the end? Nice job sticking the big tight end, making sure he doesn't get that first down. That's how you play physical defense. That's how you make him remember those tackles later in the game.
Grab behind the line. It's McConnell. The defense wouldn't let him loose there, and it was a completion, but they lost yardage.
I like the play call on offense. I like you trying to get the running back involved in the pass game, too. Defense was ready for that one. Let's see what you've got dialed up on third.
As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. Trying to move the sticks on third down through the air. Quickly complete. They get him on the ground, and with that, we'll head to the second quarter. We played one, and we are right back where we started, all tied up after the first period as we take a look at the stats. They'll try to open the quarter by cashing in on this big opportunity deep in the red zone. Just keep slinging it. Touchdown, UCLA! Quick strike through the air for the score. Backed up in the shadow of their own goalpost, no problem.
When you start in the black zone inside your own 20 coming out, it's difficult. You can give up a safety. You get worried about that. The offense puts a great drive together. Great job executing. Great job getting a touchdown.
And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. ready to go back to work on offense. They find themselves trailing by a touchdown and a chance on this drive to even the score. Here comes the heat. Intercepted, and the defense has set him up. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception.
QB's got to pick and choose their spots when they want to be really aggressive and try to fit balls in tight windows. Great job on the DB making a big play, getting the ball back to its offense.
And the offense heads out onto the field to get the drive started. Here's the handoff. Knocked down, but not before he crossed into the red zone and picked up 4 yards down to the 17. After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. This is a designed run. He's dragged down at the 12 as they try to cash in on this red zone opportunity.
I think that was an example of the offensive coordinator trying to help out his quarterback. He's trying to keep these third downs manageable. You know, you throw the ball on 2nd down and it's incomplete. Now you've set up 3rd and long, and now you're set up to fail.
The Bruins come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to keep the drive alive. To the ground to try to move the chains. And he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Bruins!
Well, this offense is top 10 in the country in points per game because they've got a lot of speed and they've got home run hitters. They score fast. They don't need 10 plays to go down the field. You saw it right there. They've recruited well. They've got playmakers. They're going to be a problem for defenses all year long.
And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. And Oregon has it back, and here comes the offense. This is when the pressure can ramp up a little bit on an offense, David, when they start feeling the heat to answer a score.
And I think being down 14, you can kind of feel that way. But, dude, if you put a good drive together, this is a 7-point game, so Paula, no need to panic.
I was just going to say, David, I mean, this thing can flip quick. You go down, score, all of a sudden your defense gets a stop, or who knows, better yet.
And down goes the quarterback. There are penalty flags down, but it looks as if this might be on the offense. Not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. 3rd and long, back up inside their 20. Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. Fires to the wideout. And a missed opportunity on 3rd down as the defense knocks it free, and 4th down is coming up.
This is a point where you just got to be able to focus. And the critical down and distances in this game, like that 3rd down right there, when it's a good throw, you got to make the catch. You got to be able to make that play.
And they'll blow it dead around the 30-yard line. Lining up in the Wildcat. Let's see what they have dialed up for this one. On the snap, it's McConnell. And the Wildcat is not working. They knock him down behind the line.
And that's why he is an All-American caliber player. He is just so physical and dominant against the run. He's able to shed blockers, use his athleticism, use his speed, get to the ball carrier and bring him down. Simply one of the best box defenders you're going to find in the entire country.
Back to pass on 2nd down. That's caught. It's McConnell. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a 1st down.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense catching the football.
We now move inside 4 minutes to play here in the 1st half. They want to run this quarterback. Gets it past the first down marker and still running. They finally wrestle down the senior, but not before he picks up some valuable ground.
I'm not sure what the quarterback saw on that one, but that was a very quick decision to take off and run with it to try to get his offense some positive yards.
Looking for a crease. It's Vaccano. And how about the work up front by that big defensive line? Boy, there wasn't much room to wiggle for that running back there.
None at all. Great job by the defense getting in the backfield quickly, closing up all the holes, nowhere to run.
Second down, they'll go to the air. Grabbed behind the line. It's Vaccano. They make the stop, but this passing game does some damage, and they move the sticks with the first down.
This offense is clicking, and clearly everything is working. The offensive coordinator's calling good plays, the quarterback and his unit is executing, and this defense right now, they have no answers.
It's picked off. Don't see that very often from this Heisman Trophy candidate. Returns it down to the 47-yard line, and his defense thrives on taking the football away.
And he makes a play in the back end. Nice job reading the pass, and that's his second of the season. This guy, unbelievable job seeing the quarterback, breaking on the quarterback, and going and getting that big play.
Looking downfield on first down. Makes the catch. Dragged down at the 43, but they've got it in enemy territory. They picked up 10 and give him a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. They'll send the back in motion. Wants to go up top on first down. Trying to make magic on the scramble.
Welcome to the frustrating reality of college football. Like, the guy at the quarterback spot, he can just do that. Pull it down, get positive yards, makes the defense have to account for him every single play.
With a second and short to keep this drive moving. Back to pass. Quickly out to the tight end. Now he's got it all the way down to the 21-yard line, and they are threatening on first down. Really good job working through his progression. You get it to him quickly, and the big tight end has a chance to run a little.
And a really good job by the QB throwing an accurate throw. I got to hit those guys on the move, on the run, so they can do this. They can catch the football, get upfield, and chew up some extra yards.
And the Ducks will snap it on first and 10. Looking to throw on first down. A first-half turnover can swing momentum.
This is obviously not a great start for this quarterback here. 2 interceptions already in this game. He's got to do a much better job of his decision-making.
A little bit backed up to start this drive from their own 18-yard line. On the ground, it's Vaccano. Look out, he's got room. Off and running. He's at the 40. The 20. And he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, UCLA. How efficient have they been as they extend this lead here in Week 5?
This offense is so good. Man, they can hurt you in so many different ways, and they do it so quick, so explosive. They can put small drives together, big drives together. They've really had a great year, and that's why they're a top 10 offense.
And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Plenty of time left in the half here as they take over, but they will want to be efficient here in the final 2 minutes. Motion from the back. To the air on first down. Here's a heat. Reels it in down the left side. The sophomore making a big play and hauling in that pass.
And what a massive play for the offense. Not only getting the football across the 50, but they've now put themselves in position to steal a few more points here before the half.
Wants to throw on first down. Got away from trouble and got rid of it. Firing to the right, complete. What a play there, and he rips off a big one all the way to the 16-yard line. Timeout called here by the defense. It's their first of the half. The Ducks have pushed it inside the 20. From the red zone, looking for a man. Touchdown, Ducks! Grabbed in the end zone to put 6 on the board.
Man, nice job getting the passing game going. This is big, man. Going into the half, and listen, I know you're trailing, but building some momentum. Maybe this second half we can keep airing the football out, cutting into this deficit, and who knows what the heck will happen.
And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Dynamite matchup this week, fellas. Let's show you what's going down. ULM is currently ahead in this one inside a jam-packed Malone Stadium, but they've struggled to really pull away. They're up by 7 over South Alabama. Anything can happen down the stretch here in the Sun Belt. It's why we're here to keep you posted, fellas.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. They'd love to put a long drive together here as they start from their own 21. Going right to work up top. Fires to the big fella. There he goes. Out across the 45 and out of bounds at the 46-yard line. A big pickup here as they try to put together a scoring drive. This is a great way to control tempo, control the game, feeding the tight end, and they've done it beautifully here in the first half.
You find great matchups, Reese. I mean, you think about it.
And the quarterback runs out of time, and down he goes at the 38.
Finally, a defense. Looks like they're able to break serve here. These offenses have been up and down the field now, these last 2 drives apiece, scoring points. But the sack right there finally puts an end to that, we think, setting up 4th down. And that might be a major play so far in this game to give them a lot of momentum moving forward.
They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. They'll make the stop about a yard short of the first down. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. So the offense is going to go for it on 4th down. Needs it to keep this drive alive. How about that defense rising up and stopping him short on 4th down?
Hey, if you're going to go for it on 4th down and you decide to run the football, you've got to be sure up front that you're going to win in the trenches. They didn't get it done that time. They need to be more physical moving forward. They're going to try to do that again in the same type of situation in this game.
He's got it inside the 25. He's finally stopped and brought down at the 15. The Ducks will hustle to the line. Now on the option. He'll pitch it. And that one will go and reverse. The defense all over that pitch on the option. Quick timeout call by the offense after the play. And the Ducks with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. Got his man on the right. That completion gets them inside the 10, and the defense is running out of room to defend. Shotgun snap, wants to throw it on 3rd. Grabbed in the backfield, it's Davison. Touchdown, Oregon! And they take it in for 6 more points.
And that was great execution on that drive. That is exactly what you needed. You took almost all of the time, and you cut into this lead. Now you're about to go into the half, get everybody excited, use that momentum to start the second half.
And they had the extra point to finish the drive. The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. one more play before the teams head to the locker rooms. On the direct snap, it's McConnell. Shut down in the backfield again, and that might do it here in the half. And what a way for this defense to wind up the quarter. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update. And the Bruins will kick it off to start the second half. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. The Ducks ready to go back to work on offense. Those two first-half turnovers really damaging, and the primary reason they find themselves trailing to start the third quarter.
And this is an offense that prides themselves on taking care of the football and then having explosive plays. You know they're playing angry right now. They're mad. They know they're the reason why they're down in this game, so I expect them to come out here, lighten it up here after the first drive of the second half.
Yeah, and this defense playing fast, playing physical, forcing things into action, forcing those turnovers. They played really well in this first half.
Really good job to pick up a chunk of yardage and get it out to the 39-yard line. A productive play is one that gets you at least halfway to another first down here on 1st and 10. Looking to throw on first down. Finds a soft spot in the middle. Couldn't ask for much more there. A first down, and they're down to the 42.
QBs, when you see zone coverage, man, can you manipulate defense when you have a good pocket and you've got time to throw. He had a little bit of time to throw. You can move guys with your eyes. That drag comes wide open. Good throw, good catch, first down.
Looking downfield on first down. The sweet feet keeping the play alive. And he just chucks it into the fourth row.
Good decision by the QB. You're outside the pocket. You're trying to find an open target. No one's open. Throw it away and live to play another day.
On 2nd and 10, a full wide out set, trips right. Wants to throw it. And he's got his man on the sideline. He'll come up a little short of the first down. Ducks lining up, just needing a few tough inches on third down. He'll take it himself. Oh, he's got some space. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Ducks!
This is like having an extra running back in your backfield. This quarterback is magic. When he decides to keep the football, he can make people look absolutely silly. He shows you on that play.
And after that extra point, we have a tie ball game in the third quarter. So that was a 6-play, 75-yard drive. And he finished things off with a 32-yard run to the house. He'll start the return inside his 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. The UCLA offense is back on the field, ready to go to work. Their lead is gone, and they'll try to grab it back on this drive. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
That's how you come up and make plays as a defense, man. Playing physical, playing downhill. They've given him some plays today, man. He's got over 100 yards on the day. He's really had some success. But on that play, really downhill, really physical, and a nice job getting him to the ground.
Going to sling it on second down. Quickly to the tight end. At the 35, he's loose. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down. The Bruins want to move quickly.
And as soon as the receiver caught the ball, you saw the quarterback start communicating to his teammates what the next play was going to be because they're now changing the tempo and going fast.
6-yard pickup on first down leaves him with 2nd and 4. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. And the Bruins look to keep this drive humming. Wants to go up top on first down. Makes the catch. It's Knight. Ripping through the defense and getting it all the way down to the 24-yard line. The Bruins will have it 1st and 10.
Man, if I'm a defense, I got to find a way to get some more pressure on the quarterback or disrupt their timing and their rhythm. I can't give them these big chunk plays through the air. I got to be maybe a little bit more aggressive or do something a little bit different.
Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6. Pulls and throws off the RPO. They're able to get him stopped just shy of the first down mark.
The big fella, the tight end, the wide receiver in a tight end's body going up and making the catch.
And the Bruins are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. They'll try to drive ahead on 3rd and short. He rolls all the way down to the 5-yard line before they finally get him stopped.
Well, it just seems like everything is working for the offense on this drive. Another nice gain, this time on the ground.
The Bruins will try to punch it in on 1st and goal.
Check. Black 33, Mouse choice. 33
Using his feet. And he was fortunate to get that one back to the line of scrimmage at the 5. No gain on the play.
Really nice job by the safety on that play, deep in their own end. They were ready for the quarterback run, and he was spying him the entire time. As soon as he saw the QB take off, he was able to rally to him and make a nice tackle.
Can the D deny them on 2nd and goal? Off play action. Touchdown, Bruins! An epic comeback. They'll talk about this one forever if they can hold on, but they're on top right now. A methodical drive, soul-crushing, spirit-breaking, and it ends in a touchdown.
And listen, I know everybody wants the big plays, the big long touchdowns and all that stuff, but putting a drive together like that is very difficult to do time and time again, and it's demoralizing for the defense. Great drive by the offense.
And Oregon has it back, and here comes the offense. They saw what happened on that last scoring drive, and now probably feeling a little bit of heat to answer. Good, solid run on that one as he gets it up to the 33-yard line.
And winning first downs is a priority for a defense, and you can't get bludgeoned. You can't get physically beat at the point of attack. You know the percentages. It's usually pretty good on first down that they're going to run the football. So then getting that big chunk, getting in 2nd and short, not a good job by this defense.
I just love the way the defense prepares. Each and every week we see this defense come out, and it's like 11 guys, they've got their head in the game, and they're playing as one unit. They knew it was going to be tough facing this option game with the quarterback and the running attack, but they've just done such a good job.
He tries to take the top off. Catch inside the 30 and still running. All kinds of room to the right. And he'll take it to the house. He got loose. Touchdown, Oregon.
You know, sometimes as a play caller, you just don't have to overthink things. I've got a guy who's faster than your guys, and he's just going to run straight down the field. I'm going to throw it way down the field. He's going to make the catch, and we're going to score a touchdown, and that's pretty much what just happened there.
All tied up and just about set to kick it away. He'll bring it out. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. They come to the line for the first play of the drive, snapping it from the 21. They'll move the wide receiver. They'll try to get the edge with the toss play here. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Stopping the run is about physicality. It's about I'm bigger than you. I'm stronger than you up front. Really nice job by the defense, showing their strength, bowing up, stuffing the run.
Back in motion, try to clear the picture. Second down, they'll go to the air. Working that left side now. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first.
And I love when my quarterback sees zone and knows exactly where to go with the football. Sees the wide receiver running the drag route, knows when to throw it, pulls the trigger for the easy completion.
On third and short, they'll try to throw for it. Fires to the tight end. And he goes down after making the grab, picks up a few, but still short of the first down.
Six remain.
Might be changing the route. On fourth down, they'll try to throw it. Going for the big play. Makes the grab, he's got a first down. Hits the crease. Touchdown, UCLA. And with that, they've got the lead here in the second half.
What a play call. Fourth and short. Everybody in the building expecting that to be a run. Instead, they throw it. They had the matchup they wanted, one-on-one. QB takes a shot. It's an absolute strike. And they take it all the way in for a touchdown. What a play.
And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. They'll start this drive going to the air. It's complete to the left. Really nice pickup there as they have it out to the 44 with the first down. Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. Looking to throw on first down. Finds his man. It's Davison. And they'll drag him down. That's likely the last play of the third quarter. We've been treated to an aerial show by these two guys so far as you check out their numbers. Chance to mull things over. Let's see how they start the final period here on second down. Looking to fire. Bought a little time, lets it go. Right on the money. He knew exactly where he wanted to go with that one, and they've got enough for the first down. The Ducks headed quickly to the line. First down. Caught close to the marker. It's Cameron. They get him corralled, but not until he's in the red zone. They'll mark it at the 14. In search of that tying touchdown. They've moved the chains a couple of times. It's 1st and 10 again. Leaves it with the running back. He's dragged down at the 12 as they try to cash in on this red zone opportunity. It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Second down, he'll throw it. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down. This crowd knows they have to bring it in big moments, and one of those has arrived. On third and long, he's going to have to throw for it. And makes the grab in the end zone. Touchdown, Ducks! Like a Thanksgiving turkey, they're just being carved. No shot. They have no idea how to get in this quarterback's head.
He's on fire. Everything he's doing is working defensively. We got to figure something out. We got to try to do something a little bit different. Bring more pressure. At this rate, shoot, he's on so much fire, you might as well just send everybody. Blitz everybody, live with the results, because everything else ain't working anyways.
And he takes this from inside the 5. slips through the line. Just an outstanding return there and really sets up his offense nicely. Looking for room, it's McConnell. Able to pick his way forward for a decent game before the defense gets him down.
Man, it's nice when you can depend on your big boys up front to make a lane, and you get 5 or 6 yards. You get 5 or 6 yards a pop. You move the ball down the field easily, and more importantly, can get this defense to be more aggressive, to bring DBs close to the line of scrimmage, and then that might open up some big plays down the field.
You want to talk about shifting the field in an instant. He's got it all the way down to the 10-yard line. So after the huge chunk play, they've got it first and goal from the 10. And he is just engulfed at the line by this giant defensive tackle.
And man, it's nice to have a guy that is just better than your guys. Hey, no matter what play you call, man, how about him getting in the backfield quick, penetrating, using his quickness, and using his strength to get him to the ground? That is a ball.
It's incomplete, almost intercepted in the end zone. It'll be third down. They'd love to pick up this third down and get a fresh set with first and goal. Third and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Makes the grab on the left. They're going to stop him short, and man, we haven't seen a lot of that. This offense has been a machine on third down. Going for it on fourth down late in a tie game. This is a huge play. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. And it's knocked away. They'll give up the ball, failing to convert on fourth.
Man, those fourth down stops are so huge for momentum to turn the ball back to your offense. Great pass defense, seeing the ball, breaking on it, swatting it down so the receiver couldn't make a play. Nice job by this defense.
Caught in the backfield, it's Davison. He's there to make the stop, and they threw it in reverse, losing yardage on that play.
Well, they try to spit it out to the running back on the perimeter of the field. You saw the speed and recognition by the defense, though, how quickly they were able to get to the back and get him down for a big loss.
To the air on second down. He's got his man. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. The roar of the crowd trying to fuel this defense to keep them pinned in their own end. And as he throws, oh, and it's picked off. This could be huge in a tie game. And he's going to take it all the way. Touchdown, Bruins.
At this juncture of the game, one play is going to make the difference. It's going to be a momentum-changing play. Who's going to come up with it that time, Paul? Gets the pick six to break the tie.
Man, the defense, you're thinking, get a stop, get a stop. This is late in the fourth quarter. This is how we're going to get a win. Our offense is going to go down the field. No, they get the turnover, they force it, and they get to the end zone to create the massive game-changing play.
Ducks ready to go back to work on offense. The big thing now, don't get rattled by that last pick six, David.
Nah, it was a big mistake. Obviously, the defense took advantage of it, but you got to put it behind you. Jesse, I'm sure you know a thing or two about throwing a pick six and how to rebound.
I believe I've only thrown one in my life, but yes, I do, because of that singular instance. I'll say this. You can't let that play beat you twice. You got to go out and not try to get it all back here in one play. Just execute the offense.
Wants to throw on first down. That's caught. It's Davison. Brought down at the 46, but he got 10 on the play. If you like the stats, and I know you do, he's over 400 yards passing now.
Yeah, if they win this game, he's getting a game ball. There's no doubt about it. This guy has been on fire from the very start of this football game. He's been throwing bullets all over the field.
And that 2-minute drill, man, you're searching for those first downs. You got to find it. Sometimes it's a run, sometimes it's a screen. Whatever it is, they choose to run the football here. Still time, but we're still in that hurry-up situation.
Using the quick game. And he was able to run through a tackle, and they finally get him, but not until he picks up the first down. Looking to throw on first down. The short hand, it's Davison. Never gives anyone a clean shot at him. He's down to the 34.
In this offense, they got another positive game, but I think they're going to have to start pushing the ball down the field a little bit. Got to make some plays. That clock is not your friend. You got to speed up, maybe work the middle of the field a little bit, but make sure we get first downs, and the rest of the time work the sidelines.
Wants to go up top. And he can't find anyone open, and down he goes. A sack here late in the fourth. The defense all revved up after that earlier sack, and they'll try to stop him right here. On third and long, he has to throw for it. Lets it fly deep downfield. And that one's incomplete. They weren't just trying to move the chains. They were trying to move the scoreboard. Instead, it's fourth down.
Well, you know the defense felt freaked out on that one. You're in the fourth quarter, and you're lined up against one of the fastest players in all of college football. And they're taking a shot up top. You just hold on tight and hope for the best. And that time, they were able to force an incompletion.
It's a one-score game late, and they've got to go for it on fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. He's got it. First down and more. All the way down to the 25-yard line. They move the sticks. It's first down. Timeout called by the offense. 29 seconds left on the clock. Most important part of a clutch drive. Piece together some first downs. Get in position. And here they are on 1st and 10. Looking downfield on first down. Got it in the middle. It's Cameron. Touchdown, Oregon! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
Massive score, now massive decision-making. Obviously, extra point ties the football game. Easy peasy, nice job. A 2-point conversion, you win this thing. So I would kick it, but you know what? If you want to go for it, that's your decision.
And they'll go for 2 to try to win it right here, and this crowd is deafening, trying to will the stop. From the gun, looking for a man. He makes the grab for the 2, but wait just a second. There is a penalty marker on the field. They'll decline the penalty here, and the result of the play stands. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Brings it back out to his own 29-yard line before going out of bounds, and his offense will have the ball there. Trying to get them set quickly. They have to get the ball into field goal range. They'll start this drive with a pass. Catch in the middle. It's McConnell. Wide open spaces. And they finally get him stopped, but it's a big throw and catch, and he's down at the 5.
Well, he's putting up big numbers coming into this one. We knew the quarterback was going to go his way early and often, and with that last catch, he's now got over 500 yards receiving on the year.
They get the timeout, and the clock reads 3 seconds.
Timeout, UCLA.
So this is going to be rife with drama and overflowing with pressure on this field goal try. And it is good. Splits the uprights on the chip shot. Guys, if you want to go strictly by the rankings, I guess this was an upset, but to my eyes, we saw two really good teams slug it out, and one of them came out on top.
Yeah, two really good teams, man. That's a reason why they're both ranked. They're both really good, and I tell you what, getting this win proves something to everyone else now. Like, I was ranked below this squad. You beat a team that's ranked above you. Now you start to climb up the charts, build some momentum. This squad's about to get some more respect, Ballman.
I think good teams find ways to win games, especially in a game like this. Two ranked opponents, evenly matched. Who's going to be able to make the plays when it matters the most? You got to give this team credit. This is a big win. It's impressive, and now they get to move up the rankings.
That's going to do it from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and you've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football.